It's official. We have our long bed Tacoma back, and we're heading out on an adventure. Stony Pass, located in the San Juan Mountains of Colorado, is a trail commonly used to get from Silverton to Highway 149. The official Jeep trail is not very difficult, but it is 38 miles long, and the section from Kite Lake to the Rio Grande Reservoir is bumpy and can be kind of boring to some people. And of course, that's the section we're doing today. However, we're going to spice up this adventure just a little bit. Instead of taking the ZR2, we're going to be taking our stock long bed Toyota Tacoma. And instead of just doing the Stony Pass, we are actually going to be taking off on that more difficult route to Kite Lake. Can the stock Tacoma do it? We're about to find out. Come along with us. So when you start out on this journey from Highway 149, it's a pretty much a graded dirt road, and you'll be passing some really beautiful reservoirs there on your left side. These reservoirs offer some great fishing opportunities, so if you're into fishing, we highly recommend that you stop there and try your hand at fishing in those reservoirs. Keep in mind that during the season, which is during the summer months, they will be rather busy, so keep an eye out for four-wheelers as you're driving. There is also ample camping opportunities in this area, so if you're coming here, make sure to bring your camping equipment so you can enjoy this area to its fullest. Before you know it, you will get to the point where Stony Pass begins.
It wasn't bad.
And trust me, you're probably going to understand why they call it Stony Pass. It's really, really bumpy with lots of loose rocks, aka stones, so Stony Pass. As you can see, overall we found that this section of the trail for Eastern Stony Pass to be moderate for a stock vehicle, and we only had to use our skid plate once or twice in this section. As you can see how rocky it is, that's why they probably call it Stony Pass, but there's a history to this area that we'll cover here in a few minutes.
You're fine.
That's mogul mode.
Mogul mode.
So let's talk about the history of Stony Pass. If you're familiar with this area of Colorado, you know there is a rich mining history in the area. Stony Pass is no different and has a rich history embedded in Colorado mining industry. In 1872, the original Stony Pass Road was developed to connect the San Juan mining area operations in Silverton to the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains via the town of Del Norte. The road was originally designed for just pack animals, and then later it was changed for accommodating wagons. The road continued to be used and send supplies and minerals to and from the Bear Creek mining district until World War II. In the 1950s, the road was acquired by the U.S. Forest Service and is maintained for recreational use today. So why on our adventure did we decide that we weren't going to complete the entire Stony Pass all the way to Silverton? Well, for us, the decision was simple. We were staying on the Rio Grande side of the pass, so we decided not to do the entire pass, but to take the turnoff to Kite Lake instead so that we didn't have to spend extra hours on the pass just to go to Silverton, which we've done several times before. The Silverton side of the pass, we're told, is a lot more interesting than this side of the pass, but honestly, I'm not that disappointed. As you drive through the trees, you'll have an amazing quiet around you for most of the trail, since this side is not as popular as the Silverton side. So instead of heading up onto the very top of Stony Pass, at this junction, we're going to be taking a left and going towards Kite Lake. So to start this trail, we knew we were going to have to do a water crossing. And this isn't just a stream, this is the Rio Grande. According to online resources, this section has a solid and rocky bottom. The water volume, of course, will vary during the season. The flow is less in later parts of the summer like we are here. But let's find out if the internet is right.
It's a little deeper than you think it is.
It is.
So for us, the water was a little bit deeper than expected, but the Tacoma was just fine, and yes, the bottom is rocky with not too much mud to worry about. So really, that's all we've really heard about this trail. We did know it was more difficult than Stony, but we figured it couldn't be any worse than any of the other trails we've done in the past. So Kite Lake Trail is an enjoyable 6-mile in and out run. It is less traveled than many of the other Jeep trails that are closer to Silverton, but there is going to be both Jeep and ATV traffic on this trail. This trip is rather slow going, so please be mindful that not to rush on this trail. However, this isn't just a trail of mud holes and water crossing. There are a few ledges that you'll have to navigate, and if you're stock, a few little obstacles here and there. As you near Kite Lake, you need to be prepared to get your tires wet as you'll be driving on some rather wet, slick rock before you reach the lake. A few technical sections in this section that you'll want to use careful lines, and we'll be showing that after you show you the lake, as it was more difficult for the Tacoma coming out. After what seems like eternity, you'll finally reach Kite Lake.
We have made it up to Kite Lake. It is about 12,000 feet, and the trail is good until about Beartown with some careful tire replacement, but after that you definitely want to have the high clearance. It has been a fun day so far. We're going to try to do some fishing and enjoy this gorgeous lake.
After enjoying the lake for a little bit, it was time for us to turn around so we could get back to our camp for the evening. And this is where it became a little bit more difficult for the Tacoma. We had to take an alternative line that was a little bit harder due to ATVs coming up to Kite Lake on the other side of the trail.
Now passenger hard. Okay, slow off that. Slow, you're fine. Yeah, keep turning, you're good. You're good.
Honestly, this adventure was a super fun outing for the day. With the storm rolling in though, we were happy to be headed back to camp to make some dinner for the evening. If you like adventures like this one, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and we hope to see you out there on the trail soon. Bye for now.